Officials have had some progress on the fires in and around Los Angeles, but they're not out of the woods just yet. In fact, red flag warnings have been extended right through until 6 p.m. on Friday. So what is a red flag warning? Well, it actually takes into account a couple of things, but really winds are the main thing, where they're anticipating across all of these regions outflow winds to continue, not necessarily Santa Ana winds, but still outflow winds with wind strengths ranging from 60 to 90 kilometers an hour on and off right through until Friday. And in addition to that, for it to be very dry. There's no rain in the forecast, and the relative humidity is expected to remain very low. They've also highlighted 3 key areas that they're particularly concerned about, and they're calling these areas particularly dangerous situation. And what that means is that in these areas, there is the potential for locally damaging winds. We're talking about wind gusts up to 112 kilometers an hour. Now, that's not as strong as what these areas saw last week, but it's still approaching hurricane strength winds. In addition to that, we mentioned how dry it is. Relative humidities will likely range from 8 to 15%. Now, these particularly dangerous situations are going to go into effect on Tuesday, tomorrow at 4 a.m. and last right through until Wednesday at 12 p.m. So we're talking about a prolonged period of these potentially very dangerous winds. Now, these winds are going to be outflow, but they are also expected to be from the northeast, so pushing across the region like this, whereas last week we had a bit more of a northerly flow across the region. And with the direction like this, there may be a chance that in and around Los Angeles there may be less of an impact, and that's why those areas that they highlighted of particular dangerous are more towards sort of Malibu and over towards Ventura. But with that, they're anticipating that there will be less mountain turbulence, and what that means is with this direction there may be less movement of that wind, and the wind may be a little bit more predictable.